Alrighty then. Let us begin some of our fun stuff today. Hello, Yesh. It is nice to see you. Oh, stream ending soon. Hold on, hold on. Ta-da! Hey! Might be. I thought I grabbed that yesterday. Hey, Yesh, it's nice to see you. So, it's alright that I wanted to make a note of this because you mentioned it in a message today. It's okay that you slept through yesterday's stream. Yes, it was inspired by your idea. Sorry you didn't get a chance to see it. Unfortunately, it actually taught me a thing too. If I'm gonna do a stream thing that relies on the people who are watching to have an idea and interaction, I need to make sure that that interaction doesn't halt the stream's success if it doesn't work. Specifically in regards to the idea of people watching who don't know attachments, right? It's like they were like, I guess, like, I don't know. I don't know what I want to put on the gun. And I was like, okay, so like, Yesh yourself would know exactly what to do. So it's something that I know in the future I'm going to mess around with to give people the ability to interact with the stream. They're going to have something that doesn't necessarily slow the stream down, but can like continue the process without it being a big deal. Today's stuff that we're going to be doing is not I can put the colors behind me. Let's do that. Let's put the colors behind me. So today's stream is we're going to be doing some Hearthstone. What's up, Tosh B23? Nice to see you. First time I've seen you, So we're going to be streaming some Hearthstone, and then I'm going to do a lecture on how small habits can build up into big changes, and then we'll continue playing more Hearthstone as our today's focus. Tosh, nice to have you here. Yesh is hanging out with us too. We're keeping it small today. Maybe we'll have a couple more people showing by. But we'll play some Hearthstone. Let me bring in that beautiful Hearthstone music. Yes. That love. So we're going to be playing specifically duels. This is my favorite mode in Hearthstone, and the one that I've consistently found joy in playing. I'm not very much a character who likes to build, pre-build a deck, which is interesting, which is what makes these modes so interesting. Like Arena, you forge a deck with random cards, but then unfortunately, it's like, well, there's no like progression. Battlegrounds, it's like you don't build a deck, but there's like I don't feel like I get as much progression. Duels, you build a deck, you also get cards, and then they have that progression feeling, and it's like leveling up a character. We've actually been playing a little bit, and we have the option to do casual or heroic. This is a bit of a gambling some of those dollar. I mean, they're gold pieces, they're not dollars, but you can gamble that. Gamble is kind of the wrong word. It's more like you ante up. I'm going to start with a casual duel, just for funsies. And we have a pick of any of these four. They change every time. I'm trying to say, like, I'm generally better with these two, so we're going to probably stick with one of these two. So we'll stick with this lovely one. Let's see. I want to ask, I played COD while playing my favorite song. Does that make it different? About what? Playing Call of Duty with your favorite song? I mean, that's good to do. Alright, I just selected as a power, because you can get powers out of this. I like this one. Destroy a minion, and then summon 2 tree ants. Ooh. It's basically like a Weedle deck. You've never played Hearthstone. Oh, well, I hope that this is a fun introduction. I really like the duel stuff, because it's, as you can see, they give you like treasures that you pick between. I haven't exactly unlocked all of them, but we'll be going with this one today. We're building what is known as a tree ant deck, or if you've ever played any Magic or anything, consider it as like a token deck, like little dudes and making lots of them. So a deck is normally about 30 cards, but they give you 1 free card and then 15 more that you choose. And so that's how we build these decks. I'm going to go with, like I said, the little tree ant deck. And I tend to do something like this. I'll get people die, they summon tree ants, give your dudes plus, going with the whole token thing, giving you tokens, growing more and more token stuff. This guy's just really good, this guy's really good, this guy's really good. Gives bonuses, makes a lot of tokens, makes a lot of tokens. Thing from Yesh. Oh, like a difference in flow state? Oh, gotcha. Just for Tash really quick. We talk a lot about flow state in our lectures and things, so that's what Yesh is bringing up. Listening to music is absolutely a flow state helping thing. It's something where you help tune out some of the extra information that's popping in your head to keep you to more be focused on a single thing. So yeah, that's totally a thing. I personally find that using music can work fantastic if it's put to rain sounds. If you ever hear like Legend of Zelda lo-fi, put it to rain sounds, it's awesome. Power of the Wild, +1/+1, or summon a dude. Actually, didn't want that one. And then I'm going to do this guy because he's a little dude. I'm going to do this guy because he can be useful in many times. This guy is just a really good dude for the cost. Hey, what's up, Beast? Yeah, it is. This guy's a really good dude for the cost, a 1/2/2. Generally, if it's a 1/1/1, that's like general good cost. So like this. But this is nice because I can play it on turn 7 and get 7, you know, a stronger dude. Or what's up? Hey, what's up, Damien? Nice to see you. Looking forward to seeing you grow. Oh, thank you, Tosh. That's nice of you to say. All right, what else we have here? Yeah, Hearthstone Street. We're doing Duels specifically, Beast, which is my favorite one. So it's like a much smaller thing. Brother plays that game. It's a good one. I think we might do this too, because this is a token-focused deck where the idea is to build a lot of dudes and then have them stay alive and exist. Swipe's a nice just removal spell. And this is also just like a nice removal spell. I might do a draw to something. This is nice. This is one of my favorite ones. Just some good stuff. Let's see. We're almost there. Say hello. Just got out and find new jobs since I got fired. Oh, good luck. Good luck, Destroyer. That's rough. Or destroy. But yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry that happened. I know that feel. Oh, that's right. We can do a death rattle. So basically, we have a way to blow stuff up that's on our side. So we can do something like this guy. And so what we go for is what is known as stickiness. So when a guy dies, then like we want it to summon something else generally. That's kind of the way we like to play. Claw Machine might be a good one. We'll grab Claw Machine. I'm just kind of experimenting with some of these extra ones. Thank you, Tosh. Thank you, Damien. We'll leave the Dinosaur Egg. We'll do a Haunted Creeper. And then laser beam memes. Some of the old stuff. The old good old stuff. Each player draws a card. I'm gonna do Knife Juggler is just a good card. Dude, when you summon a dude, he just throws knives into other people. It's great fun. And then, how about this guy? This guy has always been surprisingly useful. Alright, so we got 2 1-cost dudes. A couple 2-cost dudes. Should be good. Kublai Khan stuff? Yeah, back when. Alright, so the goal is to get more than 3 wins before 3 lives with a max of 12. Best run I've done is 9. I'm doing laser beams. Yeah, Fortnite is totally in a lawsuit. The laser beam memes. Oh, those were fun. Now I'm connect. Oh, you mean the content creator laser beam? Yeah, those were fun. I really enjoyed that. That was some good practice. Fortnite is in a lawsuit. It is. It is. It is. But they started it. Like, they literally were the ones who did it. I mean, they're in that lawsuit against Apple, and they did the whole, like, thing where they did the Apple's old commercial. That was very funny and interesting. But they totally started that themselves. So, yeah. Okay, so that thing that just exploded, basically that's 4 cards that have superpowers to them that person now has. And so they have 15 cards in their deck versus we have 11 now. I think I want to do the Meme Olympics. Oh yeah, that was really fun. I'm going to do, let's see. So this guy, that costs 5 or more in your hand by 1. Gotcha. That's interesting. I'm going to do this guy first. So this dude, deal 1 damage to a random after you summon a minion. So I'm going to throw this guy out. This is probably just going to be a killing trade right here. Because these are problematic. Yeah, we'll just do this. Throw this guy out now. And then this, I'll shoot this with this. This guy will die, turn into little dudes. Can't attack after your opponent plays. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so we're going to do this. So whenever we play something, they summon a 2/2 grunt. But now we'll do this and get a nice little military of people coming out. Yes, that's the Meme Olympics. The Meme Olympics was fun. I really liked the fact that I could like compete sort of with it. What do we have here? Look at the top. You can put it at the bottom and lose 1 durability. Interesting. All right, I think what I want to do is just attack face, 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 and then just attack face again with a spell and just leave it as is. And then, where are they? At 9, that's 4, 5. Oh, they're going to blow them up though. Ah! After your opponent plays a minion. So this is not a little definitional difference. It says plays a minion. Here we're summoning a minion. It's different. But it takes out our mana crystals. But if they die, they will give us a mana crystal back. So this player is trying to do something. There we go. Taunt to stop us from being able to attack their face anymore. Oh, bummer. We won't be able to push through very easily. He did get a skin in the game. Yeah, it was pretty impressive to do. All right, hit, cool. I'm gonna go face, and okay. I'm not gonna play this. We're gonna wait a turn. The jug. Yeah. You made that song about it. This guy is able to rush and attack something immediately. What is Laserbeam's son's name? Fresh. He goes by the name Fresh. All right. So hold on. I don't think I can win here. Let's see. What maneuvers do I have? So this I can make them run, be very fast. This one, I can make them... I can summon a couple, and then this guy will get stronger, but he won't be enough to win. But I think it's worth doing. For the sake of getting really close to winning. Correct, yeah. Alright, hits... They have 1 life left. We have a bunch of stuff here. They have to put a guy with a big shield down. Big shield down. That's okay. See, this is why I also really like this ability. I could just shoot them with it. And then it will remove the guy with the big shield. Go hit the face. Boo. What is Laserbeam's actual name? Landon. Cool. So we got victory. Success. All right. So now that we've won our first match, you choose a treasure. And this treasure is a passive thing that happens throughout the rest of the match that you're playing. So after your first discover card, get another of that card. Cool. Your spells overload 1 and cost 2 less, but not less than 1. Cool. Whenever you play Nature Store, restore health to your hero. Now, we actually play nature stuff every once in a while. This isn't one, but this one is. This one is. That's not, but that one is. That one is. That one is. That one is. So we will gain health back. Hey, what's up, Tim? Hey, it's nice to see you. So I'm thinking the decision for here that I would pick is one of these two, leaning towards this guy on the Mending Pool side. Because having spells overload 1 and cost 2 less is awesome. That might actually be way better. Because that will affect all our spells, and we have a lot of spells. This will cost 1, which is awesome. This will cost 2, which is no, this will cost 1 as well. That'd be pretty cool too. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do this. Plaguebringer. Your spells overload, and they cost 2 less, but not less than 1. Cool, we'll go with that. Then we choose our loot, which is stuff we add to the deck. So you got to be careful when you do this, because adding more cards is definitely going to make the synergy change a little bit. Let's see. Play. So we have natural defense, gaining armor and stuff. Puts, sticky dies a spell. I kind of want to do these spells because they're all going to be cheaper based off of what we just got. These are all pretty good too, though, because this allows us to summon another dude. This allows us to summon more dudes. This will allow us to beef up our dudes. I think I'm going to do this, though. I'm going to do group learning. Fun fact, group learning is actually an artificial intelligent thing. Like, it's just a robot being like, is this a good combination? I'm guessing for your deck. Which I think is pretty fun, that they have artificial intelligence building decks like that. You guys talking about playing the Fortnite? Fortnite's fun. I would play more of it if it had like a plunder mode, like I've talked about in Call of Duty. Alright, so this is going to cost 1. Not a very useful spell early on, because it refreshes the mana crystals or summons a treant for each one you have. So, I think it's a great card, but I don't want to have it in my hand to first start. This I want. This is great. Throw this guy out. It's a high cost, or it's a powerful dude for early game. See, what are you able to do? Passive. When you play a card that generates a soul fragment, summon an imp. Cool. So I'm going to attack face once it's my turn with this guy. And I'll shoot this guy with this so that we end up getting 2 of these dudes, which I think is a good trade. Assuming that they don't play something that I will try to hit with first. I don't know what Laserbeam's dog's name is. Alright, so this is going to summon whenever you... Okay. This is a bit scary. So this is honestly a very good start for them, because they're building more stuff in their game, and these soul fragments heal them. So I got to think about how I want to attack. I can do this and make myself get 2 of these. Let's see. I'm trying to think how I want to do this. So go for face, do 2. Trade this. That's not a bad choice. That's actually probably a fantastic way to do this. Yeah, trade here. And then I think I'm going to... I could play this and this will give me a 2-2. Or I could play this and make this a 3-1. I don't think that's a good idea. I think I'm going to just... There we go. It's just okay. But we have this coming up, which is going to be real good. Dogwood. So, Jude is the weakest class in duels, just so you know. I didn't know. Is it actually? It's like my best class in duels, Tim. I like kick butt. Like, this is the highest I've ever gotten was with Druid in duels. That's interesting. Well, it's the one I play best, so... Nice. I imagine it's probably because at the higher tiers it's not as powerful, but at the lower tiers, kicks butt. So we'll play this. We'll give ourselves 2 more dudes. Each one will get a +2/+1 on top of it. This guy will get stronger. Go for booping in the face. That'd be great. Interesting. Destroy a soul fragment. Alright. So I'm going to do this. Not the best play, and honestly, because it's much better when you have more people out, but it can be played even when you don't have more people out, and that was still worth it to get, spend 3 mana, get 2 4/3s out. It's worth it. Especially because later on we could do something where we like play this guy and then copy it with this guy. Like, that'll be good. See you, Damien. Draw 2 minions. If they're both demons, reduce the cost by 2. Okay. So that is a trade. Goes face. So that's going to summon another one of these dudes. Alright. I think the play I'm going to do is this guy to here. And then we're going to go like this. Bit of a boost. And I'm just going to go face. Cool. So they can either attack with everyone to kill this, or they can attack with a couple people here. But we're just going to lower their health a little bit. They're definitely in a better position resource-wise because they have more cards and we only have a few left. So I got to be careful about that. Especially because they can draw more health with their soul fragments they have in their deck. That's a problem. Oof. That was a problem. So I guess they might trade these two in here. Yeah. Okay. Well, here's the living mana thing again. I think this is worth doing. Gives us 5 again. Cool. I'm curious if we'll be overloaded, which is whenever you play a spell and then it puts the cost onto the next turn. And I mentioned that because normally it overloads if you have a mana crystal. It says 1 mana crystal overloaded, but we literally don't have any mana crystals right now. So I don't know if it works that way. Let's see. Battle crying death round. I'll give another friend of the minion +1/+1. Okay. Face, face. Alright, yeah, so we can't play that. Let's see, we can trade in here. Let's see. So they have 7 damage, 10 damage, 13 damage on board. So they could almost kill me next turn. So the correct thing would be to probably attack into a bunch of these. I'm thinking I want to trade into here. Because that's... just takes 1. Perhaps trade into here. And then I could trade here and then make this a 5/6. Which I think is probably, honestly, the best option. Okay. And then we'll play this next turn, which will give us 6 armor and a random 8 cost minion. Hopefully it'll be strong enough to keep us alive. Not the best position. Oof. Spooky. But it's okay. Oof. This is a good setup. Alright, so this is scary. And this is scary. But hopefully this will do a lot. Maybe we'll draw something that will kill the thing on the other side or heal us more. So we play. 8 armor. That's pretty fun. Gets extra strong each turn. So this will do 3 damage to one of these people. I don't think we need to do it. I think we can hold on to that. And turn. Now it becomes an 8/8. So they could go straight into face, but we'll be able to trade here. I'll probably not trade there. I guess I could have also shot this into this. Like, this maneuver has been really good. Face, face, okay. Down to 4. So, I'm going to do this, I think? Hold on. I definitely want to kill one of these. So if we kill this and shoot this, then that leaves 2 behind. And then... Okay, so we're in a bit of a tough spot here. Draw 3 cards. Okay. So unfortunately, I can kill... So I can really only do this. And then I can do 4 damage into this. Or 4 damage into that, and then shoot it with this. But that's still enough to kill us. So it looks like we lost. Dang it. Lost that one. Well played. Happens sometimes. That's okay. We're completing some of our challenges while we're going up. We get another treasure. This one is an item as opposed to a passive. So we can have at 8. That's pretty cool. Silence a minion attack by this weapon is also very cool. I think I'm going to do this one, Holy Book, because that'll cost 6 for us. Then we have a couple other spell options. None of these look very good. Your next spell this turn costs 2 less. Next spell cast twice. Not Gadget Sand Auctioneer, don't really like that. These guys are okay, but I don't have a lot of beasts that I necessarily want to copy. So I think we're going to do balance. See how that goes. So we've lost 1, 1, 1. We're about normal time right now. Load up the next. And I think, let's see, it's 127. I think then after we do this, I can jump into a lecture. Or we can go until we lose and do a lecture. It'll be fun either way. So this guy, a lot of times people will build these really fascinating death rattle decks where basically if something dies, it summons another thing. And they have an ability that consistently triggers death rattles. So they don't have to die to play the ability. And it's been consistently a really quality deck combo because people will just build these things where like they'll have a dude who summons a dude when they die and then they'll just like continue this cycle. And it's super impressive. This is not the best of all plays, but it gives me something to play. It's good, something to play. And then also it works really well for this. So it's possible that this is what's known as an explosive trap, which means it explodes when you attack. It's not. So cool. Gonna pop this. Kill that guy, get 2 of these. This is a really strong turn 2, because that's 4 stats for 2 cost. And then my hunt, this might actually shoot a dude when I play them, so I was going to play this guy next and then do this, which will make it so they have stickiness. And if it shoots this guy, it's okay. Alright, here we go. Play this. What happens? Doesn't kill it. Alright, so then we'll play this. Achieve reforestation. Give a tree ant a chance to become another tree ant. Nice. So if this guy attacks anyone, it's just going to make another 2/2 pop out of them, as it says there. This might explode and cause that. Okay, so this action here is coming across as if this will cause the explosion I mentioned. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this card. And then it gives everybody a boost. Freezing trap. Okay, so it's not the exploding one. That's fine. Perfect. So this is the way the deck is supposed to work, right? All of a sudden on turn 4, we have a bunch of people out. They're all buffed. Like, this is and we have stuff where if you manage to destroy it, we still have some stickiness where they'll stay on the board after they die. So that's a nice addition. Stickiness meaning that if these guys die, they'll have a respawned dude showing up. And then our next turn, we'll be able to combine like this stuff where we can play this guy and then give everybody a boost here. And then that will cost 3 mana. Maybe we'll have another card. But it'll do a good job of building the field still. So this is an interesting choice to lower the number of units we have on the field because of cards like this, which gives +1/+1 to everyone. There we go. They only had like 12 life left, and we had 12 on board, so it makes sense. It's 1:30 p.m. for you. I'm head out. Go on, head out. Who's Alex? Let's see. You have the permission to head out. Unless there's another person named Alex here, and then they'll be the ones to give you the permission. Alright, so we choose another treasure. These are passive again. Leftmost card. I really like this one. After you cast a nature spell, summon a treant. I really like that because it works really well with what we're already doing. It just more dudes show up. The leftmost card in your hand costs 2 less, which is awesome because it can combine. Alex, Explosive Alex. Ah. Gotcha. This one, because it could combine with that other ability, Plaguebringer, where we'll have a spell in our left hand, right? And it'll cost super low, right? Because this will, but they won't cost less than 1 ever. But something like this will cost 4, which is pretty cool. This guy will cost 6. This would cost 4. This would cost 2. Like, there is some big value in there. I think for the sake of that experiment, I want to try that. I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try combining the Emerald Goggles too. Power of the Wild, Voracious Reader, Arbor Up. Peace out, Yesh. Shade and Ox. These are good combos, but I'm actually gonna do group learning. Cool. We'll see how this runs. I normally choose the 2/2 thing because I think it's really fun to summon another dude. And since we're playing just like casual duels, I think it makes sense to play in fun ways rather than successful ways. Still though, it's fun. Alright. Oh, moo. Alright, so this guy's going to cost 1. That's awesome. That's really cool. And since he'll cost 1, I think I'll keep them out. And then I'll play you, and then you'll cost 2, and then we can move through this. Yeah, let's actually switch this one out to see if we can get ourselves something, yes, like Arbor Up. So this is going to be 4 mana less after I play this. So it'll cost 1, and we'll have a dude. It'll summon. This is cool. This is very cool. Hopefully the way that I set this up will play well, because now I'm thinking about card positioning in my hand, which is interesting because in Hearthstone you can't move cards around, right? Like in a game like Magic, people always shuffle their cards in some form. And it could be just for ease of access, it could be preference, it could be whatever, but in a game like Hearthstone you can't. So when they have some system of like random, like what's in your leftmost has a different thing, and cards come into the right side. So any new draw card is going to come from the right. Thirsty. Cool. Exploding dude. So I'm pretty stoked about this because I think this is going to be really powerful. This is costing 1 right now. Nice. So we go. Play you. Awesome. Now this costs 1. I'm going to do this and play you. I think this is a great choice because this will start throwing stuff and then cast on them. So turn 1, 5/3, 4/3, 4/3. Cool. We're not going to have any mana for next turn at all. But this is awesome. So this guy's going to go hit here, which I think makes a lot of sense. I'm going to prevent that from happening because I'd rather have this guy out still. Because even though I lost some damage from that, this guy throws knives out, which is really cool. They're now in a position, though, that they could definitely kill this with a spell. So maybe I should have hit face. That's a decision I have to decide on. I think I want to do this one and summon 4 dudes that are 2/2. I think that's awesome. Or we could do this. So this is where, you know, like, I was talking about the nature thing. This would cost 4, and this would still cost 2. But if I played this guy, it would still summon dudes and do the nature thing. I'm basically deciding if I want to make these guys get summoned. Interesting. They're lowering. Ooh, interesting, interesting. Never mind. They gave up. That was pretty powerful. That was a very fast give up. All right. Book of the Dead, deal 7 damage to all enemies. At the end of your turn, summon a copy of this. I think this is the one I like a lot. This would be pretty cool too. But I think I'm going to do this. Because this guy, if he lands up on the left of the screen, he's going to build. Also, if we cast any spells on him, he'll just keep making more of himself. So, Fishy Flyer, Ysera, what's this? Add a random 2-cost 3 boss to your hand. Arbor Up is nice. Wild Growth is eh. Mana Growth is eh. Add a random 2-cost, 3-cost beast to your hand. Deal 3 damage to a minion or 1 damage. So this would cost 1. This was same cost. This will be cheaper again, which is great. Fishy Flyer. This is pretty cool. And this is pretty cool. But I don't really want to be getting that. Like, I have stuff that's up here already. So I feel like I want to do this more. With Rush to your hand. This is removal. So Rush means that basically it attacks immediately when you play it, right? So, I think, Tim, if you're still there, do you have an opinion? Because I can understand, like, this is an interesting one. I'm leaning towards... this one feels like more about what I'm doing, but this one seems better overall. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna do Menagerie. So we've won 3 times. We've already officially crossed my barrier. All right. The cards offered between rounds change based upon the contents of your deck. Your next spell this turn casts twice, which is interesting. This is not a very good spell right now. Living Mana, it'll cost 3, so that is pretty good. But I don't want to play it on turn 3. It's much better on the higher turns. I'm going to keep this. We'll put this one away. I think we're going to put all 3 of these ones away. Because your next spell casts twice, be it interesting. We'll switch it out. Let's see if we get ourselves... So this is going to cost 4 mana. This is very, very powerful. But it puts us in a bit of a rough situation because we have to wait until turn 4. But having a 10-10 on turn 4 is pretty wicked. So I do like that. I would play... this is a bit of a toughie. So I'd play this, and then they might shoot it and attack it. That's not a good choice, I think. I think we actually have to wait. Bummer. Oh, now it's stronger. Oof. Deal 3 damage to a minion. Your next spell this turn costs 2 less. Ooh. I could, like, shoot that and make this cheap. I think, honestly, I'm just going to play that card right there. Oh, shoot. That costs... Oh, that's a bummer. So that overloaded us because that was a spell. Okay, so they're going to shoot. Alright, so I only have 2 mana. So if I cast this, next spell costs 2 less. I'm only going to have 1 mana. Dang it! Alright, this is fine. We'll just deal 3 damage to this minion. And we'll play nothing else for right now. And then next turn, Oh. And it just shoots face, okay. Your next spell casts twice. Sheesh. I don't want that, because then it's going to potentially overload us twice. I guess I'll play you and just have a Panther. And we'll just... Yeah, I like this. This will maximize the damage that we have possible, minimize them being able to destroy too. We'll be able to cast this on one of these and get a 10-10. Or they'll play something and we'll cast it on that, pull it onto our side. Okay. Okay, this could be awesome. So they're expecting us to make a trade here. Little do they know. It doesn't mean that they won't be able to absolutely... Like, there's a thing known as polymorph. Yeah, so this is the spell. This is the fun moment. There's a spell known as polymorph, where they will turn this into a 1/1 sheep, and it costs 4 mana. That might happen. So we'll find out. But now we have a 10-10 mana worm available to us. Yep, yeah, they evolve it into something 1 less. There you go. Wasn't anything I could do about it. It's a bummer. Alright, so what I want to do is I'm going to shoot you with a Lunar Eclipse. Boom. And then... Oh, how do I want to do this? Ooh. Hey, Alex, it's nice to see you. And then I can play you. Cool. And I can cast you. And we'll summon a tree ant for each mana crystal that we have. There we go. So, Alex, we're playing Hearthstone. And we're seeing how it goes. I wanted to do something that was a little bit more relaxing today. Party Portal. There's the thing I talked about. The thing that will turn the powerful minion into something else. So every time you play a spell, this summons a dude. So they're making a lot of people all at once with their Party Portal. Draw cards until your hand is full. Jesus. That's impressive. Alright. Alright. Shoot that guy, get another dude. That sheep is a favorite card. It's pretty funny. Alright. So I'm going to play this and just kill that. Just dead. And then I want to play this. And it will summon in 2 cards real quick that'll cost less expensive. Cool. Your next spell this turn costs 2 less. Totally going to do that. Or... Oh yeah, I have to do that. Okay. So I'm going to shoot this like so. Hit you like so. Play you on everybody. Boom. The token buff strat is super strong. Hit. And then... Face. Yeah, I totally agree with Tim A. It's fun. The tokens are fun. So we're kind of in a rough spot right now because this is all we have to cast. So if we get a good spell out, though... then we're able to cast it twice, which could be, like, really turn around the game, which is pretty nice. Oh, crap, this is terrible. Because it summon a mana worm every time you use the thing, so it's just going to shoot all these people, and it's going to get a bunch of them. No! And we even lost your sheep, Alex. I'm sorry. Alright. I'm hoping to get a spell that will be useful to cast twice. There's one where it's the 8-cost spell. That is, if you cast it gives you mana and a minion. You do that, it'll give us 16 health back. It'd be very good. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm hoping for. Draw 2 cards. Oh, that's so scary. Oof, and then they're just going to play more spells and just keep buffing this group. Alright, Cenarius. Why do you cost... Oh, you cost 8 because you're not over there, right? I honestly feel that it might make sense to shoot one of these guys to make them from being a mana worm. Let's see, did we lose? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if I shoot one, it'll do even more. Wow. There's not much I can do with that. I guess I could have played these cards, but... Nope. Well played. Alright. Oh. Can see that match. That was rough. It was rough. But we did another achievement. Nice. Smooth. Let's see what we have here. We have summon 3 ghosts. Upgrade this and shuffle. Cards in your hand by 1. I think I'll do the creepy curio. That'll be fun. Golem. Adorable Infestation is pretty good. We can do some Death Rattle. Sylvanas is great. Kill her and she takes a person on their side and brings them over. Honestly, none of these feel very good. I don't feel very glad about the particular deck that they're having us build. We already passed the threshold that I needed it to go to. Honestly, I feel like Adorable Infestation's good. Sure. So Guess the Weight, I think, is a really cute one, where basically you draw a card and guess if your next card costs more or less. So the idea is like, if you have a deck full of big cards, you're like, okay, I know it'll cost less or more or whatnot, and it's fun to play. So this guy will cost 1. I don't want that. You'll cost 6, which is pretty good, but I think this is the play I want to do. Alright, so this will cost 1. I kind of want to just like get this out of the way so we could scoot these cards over. What's this do? After a friendly secret is revealed, add a beast to your hand. Shuffle a Sunscale Raptor into your deck with a permanent +2/+1. Interesting. That's pretty scary. Your next spell this turn casts twice. Don't concede, it makes you look super salty. I'm sorry, Alex. I'm under the impression that one normally concedes when they've lost. But, honestly, the reason why I concede... hold on, I'll explain it in a second. But I'm comfortable with your expression on that. Alright. I think the next one will cost more. It didn't cost more. Dang it. So the reason why I'll concede early. So I used to do it where I would play and let the person kill me because it's fun to like drag and hit the face kind of thing. The reason I stopped doing that is because enough players play everything in their hand first, do everything that they can before killing you. And it can just be kind of frustrating to wait for a little while for that to happen. So I didn't really like that experience. It's basically why. All right, that'll cost 4 when I play you. We only have spells that we can cast right now. I'm just summon a panther. I think that makes sense. I'm gonna do this. Oh, I should have done. There we go. All right, now this costs 4. But anyway, that's the reason why I would do that specifically. Is I consistently found the other player, and so in this case, it's just like you won. Like, I think it's fun to at the other one take it out, but I've had enough times where people just sort of dance around it. They're like, haha, I got you. Or they'll like wait till the rope. So there's a period of time when a rope shows up, like it's going to explode. And they'll like wait till the last second to hit you. But from that angle, they have earned it. I mean, we should, I think we can try it. I think it's acceptable. Like, this match already looks like they're probably going to win. But who knows? Like, we have so much health still, and there's much to do. So, my next turn, I'm going to have 4 mana. And what I want to do... Okay, so I'm not going to play anything right now. So we're going to have 4 mana next turn. I play this. Your next spell this turn casts twice. We play this, and it'll do 3 damage and 3 damage. And then the next spell costs 2 less. So this should cost 2 at that point. Or even 0. And if it costs 0, then we'll select one of these people. And then we will cast this on them both. If it doesn't work that way, that's okay. I guess we could also wait till turn 5 and get an 8 cost one of these. Oof. Oof. I'm trying to decide what to do here. Do we want to try to get 2 10 costs? I feel like it could be worth trying to get 2 10 costs. I'm trying to decide here. This might be a little greedy. But I want to go for 2 10 costs as opposed to, because I think that'll just help a lot in the whole winning sort of thing. Frenzy plays a stronger dude. Sunscale Raptor. Scary. That's very scary. So this is a pretty bad situation. So they got 8, 12. Yeah, 8, 12. Here we go. We'll just do this. Summon a cat. I want these, I guess. They still will probably win. 8, 10, 12, 14. Yeah, they won. 14, 19, 21. So they just need 1 more damage from anywhere. So in this case, Alex, I don't concede, because it's possible they don't have what they're looking for. All right. See if we win. So I have 4 mana available to me. So let's kill you. So spells are cheaper now. And then if I swipe you, it'll kill these two. Okay. So we still lose. Dang it. We still lose. Ah, freezing trap. And so I will respect Alex's statement. We're just going to end turn. We're going to let them kill us. Because it's in respect to Alex's thing. Because it's like, either way, they either do the nice thing, right? They just whap us in the face. Or they don't do the nice thing and they draw it out really long. And if they draw it out really long, it will also help explain why I just... Cool. Well played. All right. So this will be an opportunity to jump into lecture time. And then we can play another set of rounds. I think that'll be fun. So today's lecture... Oh, that's right. The intro doesn't have Hearthstone behind me. Let's put Hearthstone behind me so that we can have that too. Game capture. Add existing. Hearthstone. Boom. Look, it's in front of my face. But now behind me. And I'll plop it in front of... There we go. I got this. Yeah, there we go. Hearthstone behind me. Perfect. Okay, so today's lecture is going to be on the concept of small things building up into something bigger. Now, this has to do with a particular challenge that I was thinking about. Alex's comment. Never had someone just wait out the clock to be an ass. I have. So, we all have our own experiences. Anyway, so it's a discussion about how big problems, big things, can have solutions that are actually many, many tiny solutions. And I wanted to talk about that from the perspective of a personal experience that I had involving insomnia. Alex was talking about how she suffers from insomnia the other day, and it made me think about my experiences with it. So about a year ago, I was consistently dealing, longer than a year ago, but a year ago, I was consistently dealing with insomnia in regards to basically I would have trouble falling asleep. I'd like stay up for an hour, or I would like wake up in the middle of the night and just be up for an hour in the middle of the night and then fall back asleep. And there was a million different things that I was trying to do to fix it. And at some points I was getting like 3 hours of sleep because I just struggled to fall asleep or what things, and it was driving me insane. It was really rough. I started working on processes to make myself feel better in order to find the right place to do, like, how can I fix my insomnia? What's the right step to do this? And the things that I started running into is this huge list of things. Here, we'll start at one. And the point of this is like, so at first I tried to move away from the environment that was making me feel stressful. That helped, but that didn't solve it. Even when I got away from that environment, I still had like after effects. You know, if you've ever been in a situation where you have stress that causes insomnia, it doesn't just go away when you remove the stress necessarily, especially if it's something that's caused by something that leaves leftover trauma from the experience. And so even I kind of had some leftover trauma from this sort of stress that I was experiencing. And then also I lived in a very noisy place at the time. I lived on the bottom floor of an apartment building where people would walk up through the garage and you'd hear cars going through it. And on top of that, it would then be like, oh, well, welcome to the cars and stuff. People slamming doors and things, and also people on your roof. So eventually I moved out of that. But I was also stressed outside of social stuff as well, and dealing with things from work, and so that was hard. And so there's all these things that I had to go through to try to discover this. I tried reading a book about insomnia, which actually helped me learn a lot about stuff. And one of the things that it really helped me understand was it's okay to have insomnia. You're not going to suddenly have a mental breakdown. You're not going to have Alzheimer's because you have insomnia. That's something that, yes, poor sleep can lead to that, but it's not something that is like a guaranteed for sure. There are other factors. And as I was doing all these different things, learning about insomnia, when I was having insomnia, learning to allow myself to be tired, learning to be like, it's okay that you're struggling to sleep. That was another thing that ended up helping a lot. But the thing is I have 22 things that I put up on this list. 22 independent, separate experiences. When I'm having a panic attack, how do you deal with it in regards to having sleep issues? Because I would get like panic attacks while trying to fall asleep, which is the worst time to fall asleep, right? As you're like, oh wow, I have an adrenaline rush. And that would make me be like, well, I guess I'm not sleeping. And that would make me more frustrated, and it creates a cycle. That's frightening and frustrating. But as I got better at it, little changes. I started changing how I drank water. I started accepting that it was okay if I was scared, knowing that eventually I would fall asleep, even if it's in an hour or something, as opposed to the times when it was like 6 or 7 hours. I got myself a Fitbit. Fitbit was really interesting because I started realizing that in situations where I thought I stayed up all night, I actually would fall asleep and wake up. And so I discovered, I was like, oh, I slept for an hour and then I was up for 15 minutes, and I slept for an hour and then I was up for 15 minutes. Like, bum, 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 bum. And in my brain experience, I'd have like a continued thought, but I actually didn't realize that I was sleeping in between those things. And so that made me feel better about being like, oh, if I feel like I'm up for a while, I actually haven't been. And each one of these changes were all mitigation strategies. They all made things a little bit better. Knowing that I'm actually sleeping made things a little bit better. Being okay with the fact that I might not sleep as well helped me sleep better. I gave myself an extra hour to sleep every day, and I still do. Where I don't, sometimes I'll wake up at like 6:30, sometimes I'll wake up at 8. Like, it's just, sometimes it depends on the insomnia feelings are happening. This helped me realize that if I go to bed earlier, I get better deep sleep. And so I sleep better overall. And then you go on to like trying different earplugs for sleeping, trying to have the window open, window closed, a weighted blanket, like thing after thing after thing after thing. And it was super frustrating. And I tell this story because I remember going through the subreddit, reddit.com for insomnia. And there were so many people who were struggling and being like, is there anyone else out there who's dealing with this kind of reach out? But it was all hopeless. And then one day a person posted a thing about how they solved their insomnia, and it was like my thing. It was just tons of things that they tried, and eventually, over time and practice, they found a mix of things that worked, techniques for themselves to relax, things to make them feel better, things that just better sleeping stuff, and same with me, eventually after trying so many things, it worked out. This is just kind of the way that sometimes you solve problems. I mean, if you think about it from the perspective of like a YouTube channel, this kind of thing, small changes can do better things, making it easier to make thumbnails that are more clickable, making it more interesting for viewership by giving them more interaction with a live stream lecture, or to play a game that gives more communication like Hearthstone. But then also experimenting and trying other changes, doing some research, trying different times, trying different videos, trying different styles, so many different things. Because you're trying to get past the idea of magical thinking. Magical thinking is the thought that if you were able to do this one thing, you would solve everything. If only PewDiePie discovered me and sent everybody my way, would I be successful? If only ContraPoints said that she really liked my streams and lectures, or Day9 or whoever. And the thing is yes, having someone big and successful throw things at you can help, but you need to have the content that's the quality enough that people will stay. And that's one of the biggest challenges that is consistently an issue that I see in different things where they're like, wow, this person got popular because they were found. It's like, well, they got popular because they were found and they were good. There's a lot of steps that you can even take to get the good found people to find you. And that's what, interestingly, one of the things I'll be taking this summer as a class is discussions about getting into communities and identifying people who are successful in those communities and having them like the stuff you make. Which I thought was really funny. There was just like, oh wow, you're legitimately making content for bigger content creators so they notice you and are more likely to share your stuff. It's not the only thing that it's talking about. It's just one of the mitigation, one of the small strategies. But the idea is you can apply that to things like exercise, right? Building a healthy habit where you take the stairs if that's something that you want to do. Or if that's not something that you want to do, trying out different exercises. I've talked about how I would try so many different types of exercises in order to eventually find climbing, because it was like gamified exercise. But again, it was like a mitigation thing where it's like, well, I don't like just lifting weights. So what if I did this kind of thing? Or I've actually been playing Beat Saber for exercise and cardio, and that I mean, once you get to those higher levels and you're just doing this all day, it's tiring. Looks like you're at a rave and it's fun. But the point is, or like listening to a book made it so that exercise or doing chores was a lot more enjoyable because now it's story time. These various pieces of things help lower the cost or solve an issue in small pieces, and then when you stack them all up on each other, they become a total, like, you've solved whatever it is, you've succeeded. I did that with insomnia, I managed to do that with exercise, I'm working on that with videos and stuff, and it's a valuable thing to keep in mind that sometimes I know that it's like small changes don't feel like big progress. We the people demand Beat Saber streams. We can talk about that for sure. It's not that it's like, a lot of times it doesn't feel like true progress, but it does feel, but over time you build it, right? There's a saying I once heard, which is that good news happens over time and bad news happens all at once. And that's one of the reasons why it can be hard to be excited about some good news. But if you remember the pieces that you're doing that build to the good news, then eventually you have the good news. And so, in the case of insomnia stuff, I was thinking about this because I actually happened to have a little bit of a harder night falling asleep last night. I woke up because I was thinking about things that was scaring me. And it's okay. I was like, it's fine. Like, I'll fall back asleep. It'll happen. And if I look at my Fitbit, I can see that even though I felt like I was awake for a period of time, I fell asleep a couple times. And it wasn't that big of a deal. And that happens. And that's why I'm encouraging this thought process where if you have something big that you're trying to solve, are there little pieces that you can do to make it a little bit better? Because it ends up happening that if you do a lot of little things, eventually you might actually come up with a very big solve. I'm definitely wouldn't say that I have trouble sleeping really anymore. I definitely am a light sleeper. I'm definitely someone who sleeps with earplugs and something over their face and in a dark room, and I have a consistent sleep schedule and I consistently eat certain things. Like, I have a lot of things like that, but I definitely feel like I sleep well because I do all that. And that was something that I wouldn't feel comfortable saying like a year and a half ago. I'd be like, oh, I get nervous sometimes before I go to bed, but I don't really have that feeling anymore. So that's my share. Any questions about that, or anything, stories that you want to share of yourself making small changes over time to make some larger things easier? And to respond to Tim A and the Beat Saber thing, I've been trying to find a way to be able to read chat and play with VR. That is absolutely something that I wanted to do. But I haven't been able to read chat as well. At least I have to take off the mask and look at the chat. That's a little bit of a problem. It's not quite as in depth as I'd like it to be, but it's something that would be pretty fun. I think I've looked at a couple things, but I have an Oculus, and the Oculus Quest doesn't need to be plugged into a computer, and so that's one of the reasons why we run into this situation. We're gonna do. Let's see what do we have here today? Let's go for the death rattle style stuff. Oh, I don't have that. I need epic cards to do that. Could you not have chat read to you? I guess I could, but then I would need someone else to be reading chat to me. And yeah, then I would need... I guess you could have like a voice... I guess I could do a thing where chat, just like when everybody says something, it reads chat at me. That's an interesting idea. That's a great lecture, but I'll pass on sharing this time. That's totally okay, Tim. Alex, doing number 1? Cool. Thank you. Let's see. After fun of these... So I don't have this one yet, but that wouldn't be too hard to get. But we could just try someone different. Resource generation. No, like the computer doing it? Oh, I get you. Still damage, draw a card. What do we have here? Weapon stealth, equipped a dagger. I don't like that style as much. And this one is soul fragments, aggression, hitting people's face with your face. Gain +1 attack this turn. Your attack, destroy a minion, gain a second slice. I don't know this class really. This is a new class that I haven't really done. I love the idea of the computer saying the thing, Alex. I think that's a great idea. The one problem I would run into is that when you wear headsets, it's hard to, like, I wear a like music goes into my ears through that But it's not impossible. That's a really good solution. That's a great mitigation solution. All right, I'm going to really quick. Oops, I forgot what I was supposed to grab. I was gonna go back to this. Go back to here. I wanted to see how we get that. Let's see, epic from Dark Moon Fair. Okay, we're just gonna real quick nab ourselves an epic from Dark Moon Fair. My collection. It's books. We're gonna go to Dark Moon, and then I'm gonna go epic. A little earbud under the headset. It's not a bad idea, like a wireless one or something. Since it's VR, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that's going on. Ooh, I could do guess the weight. That could be good. Become a weapon. That's fun. Draw a card if you play this turn. Trying to see if there's any epic thing in here that I'm like really excited about. 10/10 copy of a minion in your deck. Here's stealth for 1 turn. I love Murlocs. After a friendly Murloc dies, add a random legendary to your hand. Let's make another one. There we go. Let's see if that counts as... It does. It does count. Boom, now we can do it. Let's see, what do we have here? Steal up to 3 attack. Rush, Death Rattle, summon 2 other minions with Death Rattle that died this game. Interesting. Trigger 1 minion's friendly Death Rattle. That's the one we'll do. Build deck. I like the little earbud idea. That's an interesting idea. The other alternative I can do is I could potentially run the sound. Do you have a Murloc deck? Hey, what's up, James? This is Duels, so it's a little bit different than that, and I'll explain it in a second, but I want to answer Alex's thing. So if I was going to do Alex, great idea with the computer reading the chat to me. So basically, if I hear the chat in one ear, then I could have the sound of what's happening feed into me from the computer. That's an interesting one. I'm trying to think about how I would do that. Because they're like... It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I'll consider some more. There's some definitely possibilities there. Anyway, so we're going to do so for James's thing. So I've actually never gotten a Murloc deck to work in Duels. I've gotten to work plenty of times in normal Hearthstone, but this version is not normal Hearthstone. This is more a little bit like playing a roguelike deck builder against other people. Basically, you build a deck of various things, and you only get 16 cards or 15 cards, really. Technically 16, rather than 30 like you normally do, and you build stuff over the course of the game. Now, we're going to be looking at some Death Rattle cards, and there's a few of them that are going to be very important, I think. One is this guy. Just summon a 5/8 Demon Spawn with Taunt. Super valuable. Another one, they don't have... Oh, I was looking for the cube. We're not allowed... Okay, we can't start with the cube. That makes sense. Do you have a Murloc that does 1 damage when you summon Murlocs? I don't know, but I would love to have that Murloc. The Murloc sounds awesome, Tim. Alright. I want to do Big Bad Wolf. I think that's going to be awesome. Legendary from the Barons. I might. I'd be excited to see. Fire missiles that do stuff each. Play the Undertaker. Yeah, it's strong. It sounds fun. I don't know if it's in Duels, though, because Duels is definitely a very different environment, right? Play an egg. Play another egg. Play you. So, Hunter don't have very good draw, right? So I'm very much interested in, like, working on guys who have okay draw. I'm surprised they don't have the cube in here. No, it makes sense, but I thought they would say banned. Alright, you're pretty good. Alright, we need to have some more lower cost dudes. This one actually might be really useful. And I think these two will be useful. And then I want to go and do some spells. Arcane Shot could be good. Summon a random animal companion, I think would be... Or demon companion. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll be great. And then Jeweled Macaw could be a good idea. This could be fun. We could try to build... Okay, we could do a Marsh Queen one at one point. Or we try to play 7 minions and then get the big rush. That could be cool. Your beast is stronger. Yeah, I like that. Deal 1 damage. Corrupt, gain poisonous. Cool. Explosive Trap is nice. I love Corrupt, a friendly beast. When your turn starts, if you control 2 minions, summon an animal companion. I think that's a really good one. Hyena? Oh, we're out. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go. So this is a Death Rattle deck where the goal is to be able to activate Death Rattle to summon more dudes. It's basically the plan. I'm excited about that. The legendary Murlocs, that's fun. But so the issue that exists in duels is that it's hard to make Murlocs work. That's my opinion. The major reason why is you aren't allowed to select out of a full pool of players. You have to select out of 4 potential things and then build a deck from that. And then depending on if you win or lose, you build a deck as you continue to play, right? Like you get more cards and more abilities. So I generally win the first couple rounds because I'd like to build really fast early decks. So this will be great. We're going to get a random demon companion. I guess I could also do the thing where I play this. All right. This is my play. Because I'm going to play this. And this is going to then give us another dude. That's going to be pretty cool. I mean, gain +1/+1, corrupt endlessly. And we're going to go up. Pop. Cool. So now if he attacks that, pops another one of these out. We got one of these guys ready to go. Love them. Adapt a friendly beast, one of the most powerful 2 dudes to just drop. Destroy minion, get a bunch of... So this looks scary, right? But they only do 1 damage each turn. So early on, that's more scary. So I got to think about what I want to do with this. Alex is making a comment about her son picking up things with his hands like this, and apparently he's pretending to be a crab. I'm like, I can relate. Okay, I want to do this coupled with this to make that guy stronger, because he gets stronger anytime you play a Death Rattle. And right now this is going to be 6 damage on board. Or I can do 6 damage to face right now. I think I'm going to do this to trade. Because even though this will do 4 damage, we have way more damage on board than 4. Huh? Math. So, but we'll have to contend with that. That's true. But at least I'll be able to remove what's all on field. Yeah, this is an iffy. I can actually remove all on field. That's right. I could... Let's do this. You're a beast, right? Cool. That's actually perfect. Yeah, you know what? We'll do this for safety. So this way we only take... Oh, no, I'm going to do this. This way we only take 1 damage from this guy next turn. We're trying to stabilize. But also, that's funny that that's what your son's doing. Trying to be a crab. Ah. I can relate. Crab. Ooh, what did they draw? What did they play? Discover a dragon and cost 1 less. Oh, shoot. This is spooky. That's a lot less spooky. Alright, plays. Summons a random animal companion. Nice. Alright, we have 6 minions out. I'm going to play this for a boost in damage. Nice. We're going to kill you. Just get you out of the way. And then I'm going to do this. Okay. And then we'll make it. Oh, I didn't realize it was a random. Oops. Guess I could have. I didn't realize it was random. Alright, Hysteria. Attacks a random enemy minion until it's done. Nice. Just give us a Devil Sar. Alright, where are we? We got 4, 7, 10 damage on board. Okay, hold on. If we have 10 damage on board and I play you and you... Okay, this does 2 damage to the enemy hero. It's actually pretty useful. Because it might proc that, but I think actually the smart choice will be this. We'll proc this, and this should proc twice. Alright. Let's see if we got a victory here. This deck is a lot slower than I'm used to playing. It's made funnier about how dramatic he is. It's been a running joke for a long time that he's going to be an actor if he's going to commit to being a crab for 3 weeks. I think it's accurate. Hey! We got it. It's an actor. He's a method actor. Alright. So now we choose a treasure. After we cast a spell, do we want to do 1 damage to an enemy? After we play Discover, do we get another card of that at the turn? At the end of your turn, transform a friendly minion that costs 1 more. The issue I have with this one is that since we have a lot of people we build up with stuff, it doesn't work as well. So none of these really are nice for us, unfortunately. I'm not casting a lot of spells. Like, if it was just like, do your death rattles twice, that'd be brilliant. I think, honestly, this one might hurt. This one's fine. If we do discover stuff, we'll do this. If we do discover stuff, it'll be great. Give adjacent minions +1/+1, unleash the hounds. Battle cry, if you use your hero power. None of them are very good. Not in a grave state. That's fine. You may have to limit how much you can watch the Octonauts. What are the Octonauts? Hold on. Are they... Yeah. Are they underwater explorers? That's what it looks like a polar bear exploring underwater. Okay, so we got this guy. This is pretty cool. We got this guy. We'll remove this guy for now because we'll play this one. I'll go Greetings. What's this? It's 2 fewer mana crystals next turn. Jeez. Ha-ha! Left or rightmost card this game +1 attack this turn. Gotcha. Okay. This is a problem, but not insurmountable. Play you. Cool. Alright. I'm going to attack face. So whenever I draw a card, this is going to make that card cost more. So the earlier we get rid of this, the better. Alright, so it deals 3 damage to that. You're now 3/4. Deal 2 damage to that. Okay, so this is going to die in trade. I see. They go around the sea helping sea creatures, and occasionally go on land help other creatures too. That's very nice of them. Alright, so this guy isn't going to make this dude stronger or anything. Just going to trade. Just play this dude. It's fine. Your hero +3 attack this turn. Okay. We're going to play the egg. I mean, this makes sense because from their perspective, they're like, okay, if we kill the egg, I can't keep making stuff from the egg. So that's the plan, to prevent the egg making. Your hero attacks, summon a random minion, give your heroes +3. Interesting. So you're gonna, wow. Wow, I've never played a deck like that before. That was not nearly as powerful as one would hope, I'd imagine. Okay, so we could play this. Yeah, I think this is the one I want to do. Hit. 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 Face. Okay. We're a bit of a rough spot here. Draw a card. If you play it this turn, give your hero +4 attack. Okay, so it's going to be... Oof. Oof. Woof. This is a... This is fast. Alright, what do we got here? I lost. Alright, so this is a bluff. If this was what is known as an explosive trap, then these would all die. It's not an explosive trap, though. Alright, so Alex, here's me, like... This is actually a perfect example of a player not just killing me outright. They're playing every card in their hand instead of just killing us. It's that wasn't a bad example. That was like, oh, it's fine, you know, kind of thing. But that can happen where it's like, all right, just kill us, please. Whenever a minion with Death Rattle dies, gain +2 attack. I like this. Sow the seeds. Fire back, Crimson Hothead. After a friendly beast attacks, summon a beast from deck that costs 1 less. I'm gonna do this. Deathly minions. Not as good at Hunter as we can provide evidence for. Not as good. Here we go. That's fun. They talk to each other like friends. Alright. This is really powerful if we could combine these two, but that's going to be like a turn 6 thing, right? So, this is good. We can coin out this egg, and then we'll play this guy, and we'll get 2. It'll be great. So we coin out the egg. And we play this, and we'll get 2 of them next turn. Okay. Double egg. Nice. So they'll attack that most likely, because they don't want more of these. 2 cost 4/4s. And then we'll all just go for face. Let's go for face. What is that? Rush, Wind Fury, Spell Burst. Gain attack equal to the spell's cost. Oh, interesting. Alright. We'll play this. Sow the seeds. We'll play this. Get another one of these. Me go face. Nice. So this is a great position for us to be in. That is not something that causes an explosive trap. That might be. That might be too. I'm going to summon another. Misdirection. Bummer. It's going to kill off 2. Keep going face. We're not going to play anything else because we want it to trigger that consistently. Is that true, though? You know, actually, I do... Let's see. So this does 1 damage to face, which is nice because then I can have enough stuff to kill them next turn, but it might be nice to have someone else. Yeah, we're gonna... We'll do... We'll end turn. I was thinking because if they remove one of these, it might be nice to have something else there to, like, go at face, right? Just in case they manage to shoot something. They had nothing, though. Well played. Oh, my gosh. No, they stopped this from working. Oh, shoot. All right, I have a solution. We have a... You know, that actually... There we go. We had a 50-50% chance of that. That was perfect. We had a 50-50% chance of that little guy triggering off of our death rattle ability. But since they had something that shot a dude the moment that they played, it killed them and then boosted one of our other people. And it didn't matter who they boosted. It was going to give us enough damage. That worked out really well. That was pretty cute. Okay, so we have another passive thing. Spells cost less. Your leftmost card in your hand costs 2 less. Your things over 5 cost only 5. So that would be like this guy. We don't have a lot of that, so we're going to do that one. Resizing pouch. Discover a card with equals to your mana crystals. That'll be our first discover card. Or we could do death rattle stuff some more. I think I'll do this. Group loading. All right, I'm going to see if we can beat my record of 4 wins with the Hunter. And if not, we'll just end the stream. So we'll either continue till we die or continue till we win 5 times, which there are 3 more matches. Anyway, good setup, good mix. Dun, 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 dun. You know, I haven't really brought in Elmo today, so hold on. This is the new Hearthstone music. Just Death Rattle is quite useful in a lot of situations. It is. Death Rattle is really fun. It's one of my favorites because it makes very sticky minions. Alright, I'm gonna switch those 2 out. We got a coin again. So we'll be able to coin out this guy and just keep popping him. Up. Bring back the audio. That's awesome, but it's expensive still. Oh, this is quite nice. Play that guy. So this works really well with Death Rattle too. Summon a friendly minion that died this game. So whenever they die, they do the thing. So the idea is you could keep summoning someone who like an egg that died or something. We'll play this guy again next turn. It'll summon 2 of these dudes. Not quite as good as the egg, but it's, you know, the advantage is that this can attack on its own without needing a trigger. It just so happens that we have a trigger. So as soon as possible, I want to play this. So my plan will be to pop this and then play this next turn, so that we can give as many things as we can. Oh, that's awesome. What is that? All right, play you, pop. Play you. And then everybody go for face. Everybody go for face. Me go face. So we played this spell that gives everything +1/+1 in the deck, so it's all going to be stronger. So these are all the last of our normal cards. Oh, that's powerful and scary. Reduce the cost of your Librams. Interesting. Okay. So we could play this guy, and so when we cast that, I think I want to do this, though. Because then we'll be able to go boop, 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 boop. Now the reason why I killed everything is because this is going to be used to summon things, right? But now it puts it in a situation where whenever they try to summon something, it's going to summon one of everything that was just there. So I think, so I can play this. I like the idea of playing this right now. Yeah, I want to, or I could pop this and get another one of these. I think I'm going to do this. Because this will encourage them to strike here and destroy this so that I can't summon doubles. Oh, that's scary. Okay. That's scary. Luckily, we can use these two to destroy that. So that's helpful. What are you? You're a beast? Are you a beast? You're a beast. I'm going to see if I can get poison on this guy. I can't. But I can get +3 attack. So we'll go like this. And then I'll play this guy. And I'll draw 2 cards because of this synergy right there. So they can now summon some really powerful cards from respawning them. But they'll come back with 1 health, and we've killed a lot of things that they're not going to have a very consistent summon. Uh-oh. This will heal them for 8. No, but even if they don't have a very consistent summon... Oh, that gives the brush? Oh, that's scary. Oof. That's 6 out there. What do you have? Fire 4 random missiles. Friendly minions that died this game. It's okay. I gotta think about how to do this well. What I like about this is that they'll probably go for this person because it's scary. But if I save it, that's pretty nice too. I could also do a thing where I play this and play this. Or play this and get myself to 5/5. I think that's pretty good too. Pop. And we can do this. Face. Face. Alright, keep pushing. This thing's scary. Oh, I could have killed it. Oops, I should have killed it. Alright, this will explode. Because of this. Why? What? What? Wait, I didn't understand. Cast 2 random blessings on this minion. Oh, okay. What the hell? So it cast Blessing of Authority and Blessing of Kings on it. It just made it this absolute monster of a creature. This absolute monster. Like, I am dead next turn. Just straight dead. There's... Dang it. Straight dead, huh? Well. Alright, for Alex, I'll let them hit me in the face. Let's see if they do it. Oh, they did it! How kind of them. James, earlier we were talking, or Tim A and I were talking earlier with Alex about how we've had experiences where people don't just go for your face. They like play the game for a while, and you're like, please just kill me. I like canoptic jars because we can trigger it potentially, but I don't know if that's really going to happen. So I'm going to grab the Blade of the Burning Sun. All right, this is nice. I think I'm going to do no more. I'm not going to add anything more. All right, we're going for 5 wins. That means we have to win 3 in a row. Don't think that will happen, but it will be fun to try. I just don't have a very good hunter understanding. I like the token deck that I play, which is similar to what James would beat me in Magic the Gathering when we were playing in high school. Those ones I'm good with. I can just summon lots of dudes and they just stay alive, and they're like, how do you stop the dudes? It's pretty fun. Some people just like to kick the dead horse. Yeah. It's the thing is there's 2 reasons that I think can be legitimate reasons why people don't immediately kill you. The first one is that the game awards players for playing the game with achievements and gold. So if it's like you play 10 Battlecry minions, you get some in-game gold. So it makes sense that you would have a character sometimes play more at the end so that they can get that thing. But it can be frustrating is the bad part. The other one is that the person just legitimately doesn't notice that they can win. Like sometimes that happens where it's like there's enough stuff on the board that it's a bit complex. It's almost like what was it? It's almost like checkmate things in chess where it's like one more move and there'll be checkmate. It's the same idea. One more move and you'll win. Sapperling decks, lots of 1/1s and puff them all. Yep, that's my favorite type of deck and so far in Hearthstone. It's playing lots of little dudes that get into bigger dudes. Boo! Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have an egg to play turn 1. And then that other thing to just immediately give us a bunch of strong people. Which puts us in a bit of a problem. This person's not paying attention. All right. So they're just going to shoot this after I play it. Deal 1 damage if this kills a minion, and then they'll summon a mana worm. So I'm just going to do this instead. But I don't want to just have this get shot and then get a mana worm on their side. Because mana worms get stronger every time they play a spell. So I'd rather them just shoot me in the face with the spell. Doors! I have not a very good feeling about this one. A little worried about this match already. Because as you can see, they're not doing anything. Alright. I don't like this one as much as a play. But I know what they're going to do. They're going to probably shoot this one. It'll die, and then a dude will show up, and then we can kill that dude. Or they'll cast a spell and kill it right after. But at least I have a dude on board. At least that. And if they don't do anything, we can pop and make another one. Cool. As expected. Now, do you cast a spell? You don't. Okay. So this is a weird situation where I can kill this, but then they'll just shoot this guy. So I wanted to see if I could summon a random demon companion, and if it would have some attack ability, so I can then just do that. And pop this, but then we still have the issue with them attacking this guy. That might be fine, though, because it'll just boost this. That might be fine. Yeah. And then on top of that, when your turn starts, if you control 2 minions, we might activate that. I also forgot the fact that this guy is now inexpensive because of the way that my deck works, which is that it lowers the cost of the card by 2 if it's on the left side of your hand. So playing this guy who was only costing 1 and blocking that, because they can't cost less than 1, was a fantastic choice. I could have done that earlier and played this guy way earlier and then just have this monster of an enemy in front of him. Summon 2, huh? Cool. So now we got a dude. This is great, actually. I could play this and this. I kind of like that. I want to play you. Couple it with you. I'm going to hit that. And we're going to hit that. Cool. So this will likely shoot here. And then it'll summon a big dude, but they don't want me to keep having those big scary dudes, so they'll probably shoot that. But then that's taking 2 mana from that next turn. And then I have this guy who will be an easy, do some drawing. I have this guy who will be some removal. I think the trick would be play this and pop this in order to draw a card. I'm not expecting this to stay alive. If it stays alive, I'm absolutely playing this and like making another, just a big dude. One thing I think is interesting is that I'm playing against another person who probably has 2 wins and 2 losses. So it's like, not necessarily the best decks. You're really? What? That's terrifying. But, okay, I'll make one of these then. And we go face. Okay. So, this guy, I guess they have double the battle cry is probably what's happening. So yeah, this guy eats a dude and then gets their stats twice. Destroy a minion. Okay. Goes face. Makes sense. And then they shoot this. They don't shoot this? Interesting. I'm just gonna do this. And then I'll play this. 5 hits. Another dude. Cool. And I can just hit here. Play that. Okay. So they're probably were just waiting to shoot this because they can kill it at any point that they want to. So we have fire 4 random missiles. So that'll be next turn. This is going to shoot that. Okay, so yeah, the random... Oh, that's interesting. They didn't get a chance to kill it. Okay. So I'm going to play this. And then I'm going to hat this, and it's going to shoot a bunch of missiles out randomly. Perfect. That's pretty great. that's pretty powerful. This death rattle coupled with this is basically free damage. Just 8 damage for free on the other person. So now they're in a bit of a bind, right? They don't have anything on board. They might have a big spell here, but we have a lot of big dudes that's in the way. This was going to kill that, which isn't exactly valuable, but it's something. So yeah, they double battle cried is what's been going on. I mean, one thing that's nice about removing whatever they have on the board is that they can't enchant it. Okay, so they're going to go... Alright, so this is an obvious play. Cast that again, shoot. So they have to kill that. I'm going to then play this. And I'm going to copy this and give everybody the ability to die and give me a new card. So if this dies, we'll have more stuff in hand. And then we'll leave this as so. If this guy dies, then this person will die. So that was one of those situations where if I had the ability to shoot my own minion, that would have been pretty fun. Didn't have an ability to shoot my own minion. So yeah, they have to transform. Oh, interesting. So they're gonna kill it. Gotcha. Well played. Cool. We got that one. So we got to 3, which is always like the basic goal for me. Here's that guy that we were dealing with earlier. Has +1/+1 for each spell you cast, or reduce the cost of your cards in your hand by 1. I'll do that one. Hunter's Insight. We still don't have any discovery stuff. Just, I'll do traps. All right. We either win 2 more times or lose once. That's the way. All right, so we have our dude that I'm excited about. This guy's pretty cool. Give adjacent minions +1/+1. I think that's really cool. I'm going to remove these 2, and I'm going to keep this guy over here because trigger 3 random minions death rattle. So if we played this guy and then couple it after with this guy, that's going to be a bunch of dudes, right? So that's going to be very cool. All right, so this costs 1, so I'll play this. Now this snipe, I think, is actually extremely useful early on because not a lot of minions have a lot of health. So they'll play something, and it just does 4 damage to something immediately. So they just gave us some mana crystals. Okay. We'll play this. Big Bad Wolf. This now costs 1. Play it. Summons it 3 times. And then we'll do this. So this is where this works out really well, right? It cascaded. We now have this dude. Rush after this attacks and kills a minion. Excess damage hits the hero. We have this. Open the cages. Get a random thing if you have 2 minions. We have this. Still anything creature it plays is going to get shot. Like, I think actually this might be the best thing to play next turn. Because we're playing this is good, but they're likely to do a sweeper and kill everyone, and this will at least make it so we'll have minions in hand. Oh, interesting. Nice, nice, nice. So I'm going to play this. And I guess actually I could trigger this death rattle with this, couldn't I? We're going to trade you here. Alright, so this will fill up our hand with stuff to play. Because one of the biggest problems that hunters have is that they don't have a lot of cards, like card draw. So stuff like this can help fix that. A 4/4 copy of it and silence it. Okay. But then it gets shot in the face. And then they get a beast from that. Okay. So I'm going to play this, because that's powerful. And then I'm going to get a minion. Not a great choice, but it's fine. Everything go for face. Cool. I feel like just playing stuff. Just still playing stuff. Good night, Alex. Didn't sleep well last night, so I'm tired. See you. See what we do? This is one of the best cards of the game. It's one of the normal cards of the game, which is very good. Alright. So, we could actually play this, but I think the way that I want to do this is I want to go and do this. Give this guy a ton more attack. Go for face. I want to get another beast. It's not the greatest. I'll play you. We'll play you. Even though that's not the greatest, what's nice about it is if they do a sweeper, they probably won't have enough damage to kill a 3 health thing. Oh. Shadow Word Death, okay. Okay. What do we do here? This guy's been legit. And I want to get him out there. But I think we have to just kill this. And how many dead people will that be? That'll be 6 damage, right? So that's these 3. And that's going to give him 8 health. So it's a bummer. But I think that's worth doing. Mainly because assuming that this lives till next turn, we play this, and then we cast this, and then it does 16 damage overall. So far, we're looking good. Okay. So all 16, like, is definitely not going to hit face, right? We know that. All right, this is perfect. Play you. Then we cast this. Now it's going to go again. All right. Hey! Well played. So we did 16 damage with that death rattle. Shot everybody. And then that thing has 8 damage. So we were able to do a total of 24 damage that turn. So we've won 4 times now. So we either win or lose here, and then we'll take our break. Discover a secret. That could be great. I'm going to do that one, because it's like the only discover stuff that we have. All right, well, we've matched my record. See how that goes. And then it's stop time. Alex, I know you're not here right now. Actually, maybe that doesn't make sense. Then I'm going to say it like this. Alex really helped me come up with an idea of how to stream VR. I've been wanting to stream VR, but the biggest problem was I didn't know how to get chat to come through. There are methods to have chat show up. We should keep that. But the issue is that with the Oculus Quest that I use, what's up, Tim? Oh yeah, it'll be snack time. All right, left turnmost card. So we should just play through these as quickly as possible. But the idea is that the VR stuff, having chat be read to me from the computer was a clever solution for that. Okay, I'm going to do this so that they can just attack. It's great. And then we can play this and this next turn. Secret time. Secret secrets. All right. Summon a random companion. Okay, so that means I'm casting a random spell of the same cost, which is switching into give your hero +2 attack. Sure. Works for me. All right. And so we're going to do the same thing where we just got to play down the line. See, that's not a very, like, exciting thing to draw, right? All right. Do that. We're going to get 2 of these. So I'm going to do that. There we go. I'm going to draw this guy. I'm going to hit that. And go face. I think that's the right play. So that we can keep making dudes. Because that's the biggest issue again with Hunter, right? You can't just keep making stuff. Alright, I think I'll play this guy next. Oh no, we should play this guy. And then this will be cheap. So, play you. Okay, never mind. What random effect will happen now? Silence an enemy minion, and then draw a card. Okay, sure. So I want to do this. So, okay. Face. Deals 3 or more damage, it kills it. Okay, so I'm glad that we used that guy instead of the 4-2. Cool. Moving along. Good explorer comes prepared. Nice. Lifesteal, discover a dragon. Alright, and discovered 2 dragons. They get 2 legendary minions for that. Clever. Alright, got a snipe. I think I want to play this guy. Let's slam into this dude. Kill that guy. Summon. Oh, I was hoping I'd get one of these, but that's fine. Face again. Another 6. So this is great, because this is going to give us a lot of extra damage, and they have charge. I should start playing some of these secrets. Murloc Holmes. Whenever your opponent draws a card, add a copy of it to your hand. I'm just going to play you. Bonk. And then... what do I want to do with you? I'm going to play... I'll do this. Sure, why not? And we'll go like this. Face and face. And so that we'll just keep using this as removals. Because it's like a 4-cost removal spell. Are you attacking my face? Ow. All right, so this is a good example of when we do this, right? So that's going to be 7, 11, right? 8, 11. Yeah, okay. So this should be victory. Everything goes to face. Just barely not victory. But look at that. We did it. We did it. We beat the record. Hey! Yeah! It was good. It's good. I'll grab that spell. 5 wins. See, after you cast a rush spell, Hyena. That's kind of fun. After you cast a spell. To do with rush. Play dead. We're doing the cube. The cube is amazing. All right. So that was it. We did it. We got 5 run hits. We won 5 times. That was great. We did it. I'm pretty excited about that. I kind of expected us to not win the next 3 matches in a row. So it is definitely hungry snack time. I'm excited to get some food. It was a joy to have y'all here. Alex, I know you're gone. Damien, I know you're gone. Tim A, thanks for coming here. James, thanks for coming by. Yesh, I know you're out, but still saying your name. Tash, it was fun to see you for a second. Destroyer as well. Cool. And yes, thank you. Thank you for the nice wins. But we did it. Oh, that was nice. So that was fun. Thank you for coming by for the lecture as well. For those who came after the lecture, just the quick noting of the lecture is basically a discussion on how small changes over a long period of time can create big changes. Whether that's, working on your insomnia by doing lots of small possible things that can help you go to sleep. And even if it only helps you sleep another 4 or 5 minutes, when they all add up, it can really help overall. Or if it makes you just feel a little better, it's great. So it's fun to have you. James, I hope you have a good day. Tim, I hope you have a good day. I guess there's 2 more people here who are watching. Thank those who are having a good day as well. Or I hope you have more of a good day. And I'm going to hop off. Next stream will probably be Monday next week. Cool. You're lovely. Thank you for coming by again. Bye.